want to look at how to create stamped patterns or those picture patterns that are kind of fun little patterns to put into an overall design. It's a very quick and easy process with generations. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to show you is a star pattern. We're going to go over here and we're going to use this toolbar and select just one of the predefined shapes, like this star right here. And I'm just going to make the star, press enter to create the design, and I'm going to press escape and then generate to put stitches into the file. So there is my star. For stamp patterns, it doesn't matter if the star is a satin stitch or if the star happens to be a fill stitch like this. It doesn't even really matter what size it is. I'm going to right click on this. The right click lets it select this so I can save it as a stamp pattern. Then I'm going to go to my accessories and locate the stamped pattern option and then select Save Stamp Pattern. Give your pattern a name. In this case, I'm just going to put one star and then say OK. The pattern is now created and I can use this. So let's go ahead and left click on that and press the delete key to get rid of it. And I'm just going to go ahead and just make a large rectangle. And let's change the color so we can see that a little easier on a screen. Okay, there's my large rectangle. This is an area that I would want to maybe apply a special pattern to. So let's go up to our settings. I'm going to tell it I want it to be a complex fill. And then I'm going to say use stamped pattern. Just place a check mark there. The program automatically opens up, the stamp pattern layout tools. Here's my star, so I'm going to select that star, and you can see there's my basic pattern, and here's the size. Remember when I said size didn't really matter? I can always change the size here and distort this, or let's go back to where we were. I can click on this little icon here to control the size so that if I change one, the other one automatically changes. These are going to be how I space this. So for my rows, I might want to say, let's make this 9. And for my columns, I might want to make that 9 as well. And you can see that spaces those out evenly. If you want to do this in a less numerical way, you can actually just use these tools here, and you can pull on this to resize it. You can pull these apart. These are your columns, and stagger them. You can pull your rows apart, or you can stagger them as well. So I'm going to go ahead and just leave our pattern like that for right now. If you've made changes and you're really not sure what you've done, you can load the default setting and it takes you right back to the beginning where you pick your pattern. If I select the pattern I've already used, it's going to ignore me. So select the next pattern over and then select the pattern that you want, and you'll be right back to your default settings. In this case, I do want to go ahead and stretch this out a little bit and stagger these. This is going to rotate my pattern, but I want to stagger these so I get a little different pattern. And then I'm going to go ahead and say OK and OK again. I'm going to generate to apply the pattern to my design. You can see my pattern here. You might want to change your direction to change the look of the pattern. You can see I can get a different look with each move of the mouse. Now, another way to control this pattern would be to go into here and say, I really don't want this basic stitch to be more than 2.5 inches. Go over to your complex fill and change your maximum step, to 2.5 or 3. And then regenerate your stitches. You can see you get a little different effect, but it's a fun little pattern to play with. You can always increase the size or decrease the size, but you can turn almost anything into a stamped pattern in the program. Thank you.